Alright, we're back. We're going to discuss things we don't like about the 5045E, or the 5E series open station tractor in general. Not really specific to this one, it's any of the 5E series open station tractors. Where do we start? Probably the thing that I dislike the most is the seat. It's fairly soft and padded, but it needs armrest. Like, why would you? I just don't get making this a size tractor that's going to be ran hours on end in most cases. You know, pretty long days. And the hay fields and things. Why would you not put an armrest on it? That blows my mind that there's no armrest on these tractors. Another thing, and I'll get up here, I don't know if I can really demonstrate it by sitting on the tractor, but I just feel like the seat is slid back as far as it'll go, and I feel like when I pick my feet up, like I have to pull them out from under the pedal and push them up on the pedal. One thing, the pedals are a little bit high, I think, off the floor, and I just wish the seat slid back farther to where that my legs was more stretched out when I push the pedals. And I'm fairly short compared to most people. I don't see how. I mean, I would think some taller people would have a major complaint with this location of the seat. I've thought about trying to re-drill the mounts and move it back, because there's actually room to move it back just a little bit. Another thing is this clutch pedal, in my mind, and when I'm sitting here on it, should be right there when it's more offset to the left. I feel like that's kind of awkward compared to most tractors, or the brands that I've been used to running. It kind of feels like you have to move your foot out here to the left when the others push more straighter in. You know, y'all may not have had that issue, but I just wish the seat set back farther and it had armrest, because it just blows my mind they don't put armrest on it. Like, how much extra could that be to put armrest on a seat? Another thing I absolutely despise. I know why they put it on here, but I despise the seat switch for the PTO. I know you can hit this button here, you know, and get off of it one time, but it's aggravating. You know, if you want to stop and jump off and move a stick, or, you know, go, say if you're using it for baling, square baling especially, and go back and check on your baler, it's easy to forget to push this button and your tractor dies on you. If you got your seat adjusted up with too much spring tension, you know, you hit a bump, your tractor will die on you. Or you push your pedals in, you lift some weight off the seat, it'll die. I've got it adjusted where it don't do that now, but we had some issue with that when we first got it. I just don't like that. The Kubota has a buzzer that buzzes when you get off the seat, and I think that's plenty enough warning. I hate having the tractor die when you do that. It just is so annoying for a farm tractor. But I get it in this day and age why that it's on here, but I don't like it. I kind of wish the remote valve, like, it's not in a terribly bad location, but I kind of wish it was up here on the fender somewhere. That's just a little more convenient. I know the Kubota's like that, and it works out really nice when the remote valve is up there. But this isn't terrible. It gets the job done. Fuel tank being back here, I feel like I got on a cab tractor the other day, and when you look back through here, there's actually a window down there. You have better visibility to the back of the tractor on a cab tractor than you do these open stations, because of the way this fuel tank is located. I don't know where else they could put it, but it kind of obstructs you You view when you come back and look back down here behind you, it's not, again, not terrible, but I kind of don't like that bulk being right there behind you when you look back and try to look down at something on the ground or hooking up the implements and that type of thing. The other thing, I do not like these tires. I don't like them at all. They're a Galaxy Track. I've got some Galaxy Earth Pros on my, one Galaxy Earth Pro tire on my farm track, and it's got a different tread design. It gets really good grip and traction. This style tire, where the tread kind of comes and curves and has a bigger pad on the end, I feel like doesn't give it as good a traction. This tire will probably last very good on the highway and as far as wearing out, but the traction is not very good on it. Has nothing to do with the tractor or the weight of the tractor. It is the tire, in my opinion. I would love to have two of the Galaxy Earth Pro tires, which is a little more aggressive tread. The tread's a little bit thinner and it's a little more straighter across, and it gets good grip on the ground. You don't have hardly any spinning or anything with it on that farm track, and which that's kind of what I'm thinking about when I put tires back on my M6060, is putting that Galaxy Earth Pro tire on it. But these Galaxy Tracks, I'm not a fan of the traction they get. Like I said, they'd be good for wear on the road, but I don't know if anybody else has had any experience with that. They just seem like they dig and tear the ground up bad, and stuff. Instead of actually propelling you forward, you're kind of digging the turf up and making a mess, even though you might not be spinning out, when the other tires sort of just bite in and pull. I think a lot of that has to do with the shape of these cleats and that pad right there on the end. I had a Massey Ferguson, a newer tractor, that had them wide pads, and it just didn't bite in the hard ground as good as other tires I've had in the past. That's kind of an improvement. I don't know, you know, they might ought to look into that. John Deere should, I think, on the tires. Now they're putting some bigger front tires on these. Where this don't have a loader, these tires are fine, but if you had a loader on a two-wheel drive, those wider front tires would be nice. These would be a little bit too skinny. The other thing that concerns me a little bit with this tractor is the hydraulic tubes that go back through there. Not so much, I guess, on this tractor, but if I had one that I used like I do my Kubota for clearing and that type of thing, I'd worry about that. Of course, the Kubota has some vulnerable things underneath it too. I built skid plates to protect, and I'd have to do that if I use this tractor for that type of work as well, to protect that, just to make me feel better. I haven't had any issue with it yet, but on Facebook posts, you hear a lot of complaints about the electrical problems on these tractors. That's cab and open station alike. The wiring's ran a little bit goofy, not very well protected. You have some sensors that's not protected well, and a lot of people break them and have issues with the wiring, especially people that does a lot of brush hogging work. And I've also heard on some that the terminals from the batteries are weak, and they have some problems. They're just not a heavy enough cable. They have some problems with those. I don't know if that's the earlier models of these 5Es, or if that continued on with this later series. This is the last year they made them. But I hope I don't have any issues, but I can see where there's some potential for that. But I just don't know. You learn a lot from Facebook posts about people having issues and this and that. But another thing, I hear there's a lot of talk about plastic hoods versus steel hoods. I don't really care if it's plastic or steel as far as the tractor itself goes. I wished it had a steel hood though, because I can't put my magnet on my GoPro on the hood of the tractor when I'm filming, and that gets annoying. I wish I could stick it on the hood sometimes. Can't do that. Outside of that, not a lot of complaints. I just wish they had a better seat, and maybe the seat would slide back just an inch or two farther. Would make a big difference. I think that would satisfy me pretty much as more than anything on this machine. That and a set of tires that was a little different. Like I said in the other video, been a good tractor. Have no regrets getting it. It's done everything we've wanted to do, how we've wanted to do it, and better than we've wanted to do it. Been very impressed with it. Looking forward to using it another season in our haying operation. And if the ones of you, if there's anybody new that hasn't seen it, we do a small hay baling operation. I don't have any animals. I bale and sell hay. Do some custom baling and that type of thing. And that's our main source of farming income, and other than some little side jobs I do. But it's done well with raking, tethering, mowing with the disc mower and that type of thing. I haven't tried baling with it yet, but that may come this year. But if y'all will, please like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.